orllewin bell I ffwrdd o'n glistiau. Pellafydd mae'r dŵr yn llifo am fy nghlito I ymaith I adael cysur cartref I grwydro'r wlad am waith. Well o lawer fyddai aros yn dyfreichiau tynerdi tra o arian ar yr afon fyddai. Ma'n nhw'n dweud bod bywyd llongwr fath a sioner wyl anfri. Hawdd i'w weld yn hwylio heibio wedi mynd mor hawdd ei cholli. Fel y barrig ar y llaw, dwi'n codi'n hen mewn gobaith cyn suddo nôl I law. Gwell o lawer petai'r lleuad gallu hewi'n halon fraidd ac ei gadw'r ag y teimlad tan bod daith di chwblhau. Ma'n nhw'n dweud bod bywyd llongwr fath a sioner wyl anfri. Hawdd i'w weld yn hwylio heibio wedi mynd mor hawdd ei cholli. Wedi mynd mor hawdd ei cholli. Wedi mynd mor hawdd ei cholli. Wedi mynd mor hawdd ei cholli.
From the last Museum of Laughter, the future's tense. Maybe it's only in the outlines of silence we find lost keys or virginities, so long ago left within the noise of being in a hurry, blurring the lines between gash, peach, plum, and gravity, cleaning the kitchen. The cooker shifts on naked floor once again, exactly as it was, a calendar suckling before it was broken. There's a quiet door. Back when cooking was an open tin, it hurts to look at like the last time you make love ever, scrubbing. You sit in that square encircled by greasy dust. You begin to laugh, as if laughter were a time machine. Of all the old things in the house that need fixing, there are several calling. With wails, whistles, wallops, and so many have been broke so long. It's a somber moment for stalking air, to explain that no amount of talking is going to replace the heating coil. There's not enough change in the drawer for a new one. As he looks at you, saying, he'll change. A head shakes. Broken only has one shape, one purpose, one name. He'll find anew with water. Who's happy to love him? You turn away to the sink, so tired of tepid, glad you found a new source of ocean. Two planks in the floor have grown apart. One bends west, the other north. Through a crack lie the remnants of frost, cupping the violence of winter. In places no warmth can go, I try to fill the chinks with scraps of laughter left over from dinner long ago since, used for kindling. You walk over with a blanket, looking like new love. Laying it on the boards, we lie down, looking at the ceiling unraveled. We can see stars, heaven, in a future, right through the rest of us. Captain of the great meadow ferry, free for folds in time. Light carries us through bluegrass to jazz of a tree, playing green as the sun moves round the madmen called flowers, who battle with bees. I am in the architrave of listening to a glass of wine. In the distance, a rooster, confused by existence, feels the presence of a chopping block, a road, a sunset. And curse the lack of clouds and everything said aloud. The air's become a hermit, and that being said, no creature would ever listen to a voice who has no song. The echoes of wrong ringing the walls. Once upon a time, I'm sure I safely swore I'd never be a sponge or lick the keyless ring, yet here I am, the desert believing words are sung instead of being gut shot, whose pain is too prolonged, instead of death, who dreams of better things, of no one. Come swiftly, I'll birth my own ocean. In the giant steps of water, freckled by raindrops, by the old mill whose stone is gone and boards are loam, my companions, as I stand in the store, watching the sail of fish flown in on astral plains, seabound, all we have is wet forever. And then some, as my ripples fly to their death over and over again, as they say of graveyards, folks are dying to get in there. So I watch the brook, inviting my souls like eggs you cooked that morning. We were easily almost over. I've hidden the bottle of wine in the laughter. Let's get naked in a meadow. Screw the bulbs out of daylight before the sun realizes no one's really listening. Have you heard this rain as if the air won't stop crying? Like all sad movies, at some point you have to laugh. Let loose the wallop that becomes contagious as a chorus begins of people in motel lives, laughing senseless because the rain has nothing to say but sorry. We always end up naked, an organ with so many petals. I dreamt of old beach houses and people whose lives were standing on cliffs, waiting for the wind in a kitchen. Speaking of indecision, I ran through looking for beer, yelling, "Love hurts!" But unrequited is worse. As the screen door slammed, I swore, tattoo that on your forehead, with no idea if dreams can really listen. And they say the crack of icebergs can be heard from outer space, and volcanoes with their screaming can make the sky unhinge. I'm spending all my money on plainly simple air, throwing her a party with a pension plan. This is all I ask. Leave, have a fling with wet, and put this in your pocket as you go. It's the smallest box of laughter. I'd like it delivered today. I'm afraid it's all I've got, until they find a way to fit the voice of oceans within the cloud song. Thank you. We're going to have about a 15-minute intermission, so you can get another drink, go to the toilets, whatever you need to do. And then we've got some fantastic country music and more poems to come. So about 15 minutes. We'll see you then.
Let the moon look down on you and me, and the darkness stole across the southern sky, and a shadow came between my love and me. Oh, darling, come love me as before. Come back to leave me nevermore. At that spot I'm sad and lonely, and the sun no longer shines. Come and meet me in the shadow of the pine. Oh, you went away, you left me, and my tears I could not hide. You went away and not a word was said, while my throbbing heart was breaking underneath its load of pride, and the pine trees sobbing pity over my head. Oh, darling, come love me as before. Come back to leave me nevermore. At that spot I'm
At least 20 acres and one January from the Alabama trucks, half of the cotton, a third of the corn. Get a handful of ducks, and we cannot have all things to please us, no matter how we try, until we've all gone to Jesus. We can only wonder why. I had a daughter called Miranda. She's the apple of my eye. Try to give her something like I never had. Didn't want to give her pride. And we cannot have all things to please us, no matter how we try, until we've all gone to Jesus. We can only wonder why. When I'm dead and buried, they'll take a hard life tears for every day I've ever known. Anna's in the churchyard, she's got no life alone. She's only got these words on the stone, and we cannot have all things to please us, no matter how we try, until we've all gone to Jesus. We can only wonder why, until we've all gone to Jesus. We can only wonder why.
When they lay the first cable under the sea, a sky was still impossible. Like children dreaming only as far as their arms outstretched would let them, buying laudanum over the counter, in praise of everlasting numbness, I hear the lick of cannons. As you battle behind blinds, those eyes imagine we're electric with sparks rocking current like the ocean, taking you to blue, where the touch of wind wears voices a cure for all things thunder. If you wake to a bag of thunderbolts at your door with a note that says, "Here, have fun. Don't hesitate thinking this could be dangerous." Where do you suppose those lines on your palms come from? Back in the days before we had knees to kneel, there were names for us like air. Itself sat at our feet, clapping madly to feats of daring. In fact, I recall you leaping from the sun to dine on our moon in an ocean of gods we were, till getting dressed in silence, as if our voices were stowaways. Not today. Wake up, naked, and run. I'm counting. 'Cause nothing gives birth thinking I'm going to do this imperfectly. Not thunder the sky or supernovae while gravity gets to work, punches in, starts the machinery. We're drawn to the pipeline by hands hungover, happy or blind. 86,400 second chances per day. I'm visiting the explosion. Having a blast, call you on the mobile. Hey, wish you were here. What, can't hear me? It's loud. Yes. What, don't talk while driving. And somewhere out there, in the miles and miles of timeless, fate drops some light, caught just before the fall, 'cause the floor, we're pretty sure, is made of nothing. And how is sleep anything but keys to the gates of strange and full of dreams we ferry like a bag of bombs with voices blunted or blown, small words in a rumpus. I can't recall what you said, just the lips as if you were painted with explosions. Then swept from the paper-thin sheets of friction, 2 a.m. awake. Time seems backwards like the world got dressed, drunken. We stalk to work naked, and they stare laughing, deaf to loveless.
She bows her head
And with both hands to me, she bows her head. With both hands to me, sailing Christmas time, longing to be free. I see you when your troubles are like mine. Oh, I see you when your troubles are like mine. I see you and I'm gonna die. When you're not in the middle, moaning like a dove. Oh, weeping like a willow, moaning like a dove. This girl in the country I really love.
A song by Julian. All the way to Jackson, I don't think I'll miss you much. All the way to Jackson, I don't think I'll miss you much. Once I get to Lafayette, I won't mind one little bit. Once I get to Lafayette,
poem of the evening, but first let me say a tremendous thank you. I can't thank you enough to Gareth, Rich, Ed, Julian, and Charlotte. Thank you so much. You truly made the evening. Breaking into the last museum of laughter, a waterfall, a camera, a car.